series, the SIE exam, all the FINRA exams and NASAA exams. Come here for some help with it. Now, before I get started and into the live, hey, how are you? That's great. I'm glad to see you here. So let's get into this a little bit. Let's start with the number one question I get all the time is, what do I do if I'm taking the test tomorrow? So as I say, get the hell off my live. If you're taking it tomorrow, I don't want you on here. Good luck, vibes, congrats, snaps. We're gonna do it. Get some sleep. Get off here. Now, if you're taking it tomorrow, you're done. You're studied. Go get some sleep. Do whatever you have to do to relax. Glass of wine, smoke a J, whatever it is. Okay, back massage, whatever. Now, the next step is if you're taking it after tomorrow, like say 2 days from now. Tomorrow, don't take any tests really. If you want to do little quizzes, maybe, but nothing big, nothing taxing. Spend the day adding knowledge. Okay, just spend the day just watching videos, watching my videos, reading the book, reading some like the Crunch Time Facts, or if you have Notman, the key topics, or if you have Kaplan, the tips and tricks. All these little things. I think Achievable has a cheat sheet too. I'll have to look that up. I think they do. Now, that's good for tomorrow and the day after. Now, if it's beyond that, what you want to do is you want to take, if you're within 10 days, you want to take finals every day. In the morning, try to match the time you're taking on the exam if you can, to get the same biorhythms and all that Zen crap, okay? Try to do that. And then every day after you take it, review it in detail, right and wrong answers. Review everything, not just the wrong answers. Review everything in any section you do bad on, either reread, watch a video, or take a quiz on to do it to get that score up. That's your thing. Leading up to that, remember, when you start studying, and if you're just starting out, you want to make sure that you read the book fully. I don't care what test it is. Read the book cover to cover, no tests, no questions, no highlighting, screw the highlighting, no notes. Just read through it. If you want to go through the second time and take notes, that's fine. But we like progress. We want to get through. So those are your plans for taking it. Literally, that's what it is. Taking it tomorrow, stop, get off here. Taking it beyond tomorrow, no tests the day before, but every day but the day before, you're taking finals every day. But you don't need to take finals for a month, like 10 days. You want to do chapter quizzes and like attack the weak stuff up until 10 days out, and then every day. Then watch videos and read. I think that works. Now, there's a lot of free stuff. Remember, you're not alone. There's a lot of free stuff on here. There's a lot of free stuff. I have my Facebook group, which is FINRA Exam Prep with Capital Advantage Tutoring. Then we also have Series 65, 66 Exam Prep. I have almost 5,000. I mean, it's ridiculous. I looked up, it's like 2,200 active people in there. We have a chat for every class test, right? So you can go in the room and see the big stuff and then get help from me and Michael Weiss and a couple other tutors. By the way, Michael Weiss, great tutor. Check him out at series7examtutor.com. Also, I do it at series7exam.org. Okay. You can, if I'm too expensive and Michael's too busy, which he's pretty busy, I have other tutors that are newer. Good. They're just newer and they're cheaper. Okay. I can help you out with that. If you need the 79, I got a guy, Joe, out in California, but he's booked up constantly. It's crazy because he's that good. I'm trying to get him to get somebody else to back him up. Now you have that. We also have my membership thing. So every Friday night we meet at 6 o'clock. I do the 65, 66 class, even the 63. At 7 o'clock, I do the Series 7. And then at 8 o'clock, I do the options. It's an options only class. We call it the happy hour because people drink, have wine, and we go to like 8:30. We start at 8, we go to like 9:30 sometimes, unless I have to go. It's every Friday night Eastern time. Those are in my memberships. So in the membership, if you go into the group, if you go onto my video, there's a little button that says join. Also, if you like my shit, hit like, subscribe, and share this shit, okay? See what happens. Maybe it works. Okay, so now, hit the join button, and there's 4 choices. There's the cheap one, which is just watching old membership videos of these classes. I record them and post them sometimes. Then the next level up is $20 a month. Now remember, do this on a laptop or desktop, because if you do it on an iPhone, Apple sometimes likes to jack 30% on, so we don't want to do that. $20 a month is just my options videos. Now my options are crazy. Okay, they're different than anyone else's. You can use T-charts if you want. I don't. Okay, I think my options are off the fucking chart. They're game changing, totally different, very visual, like common sense. So you kind of understand what's going on. You know the bull bear, the break even, everything. That's for $20 a month to get access to all my videos on options. It's only options. Everything else is free. Anything else I do other than the classes and the options is free. I put however many videos on there. Now, the next step up is $25 a month, which means you get everything below it. You get the once a week 7 class, plus the options, plus the replay of the videos. Then you go up even higher, the $50 a month. That's the option class, the Series 7 class, and the options videos, and then the membership replays. Okay. So if you think about it, we meet every week pretty much. I'm even doing not Christmas, the Christmas Eve, right? Every Friday we meet, and once in a while it'll be a Sunday if I have something going on Friday, but it's either Friday or Sunday. I don't like Sundays because I finally get to see football. Okay. Now, hey, how are you? What's up? Hey, congrats. That's awesome. Now, if you haven't noticed, this isn't live. I'm recording this, right? You did figure that out, right? I'll be live in a second, just as soon as I get this shit out of the way. Now, if you think about it, paying $50 a month if you're doing options, okay, that means you're meeting 2 times a week, which is 8 lessons, which is what, $6 a lesson. It's pretty cheap. I think so. I'm selling myself cheap. Okay. Anyway, those are all the things. If you also, what other? So also check out Susie Rhodes at Passmaster. You can check out Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom. You can check out Brian Lee at Teskey. You can check out Dean Tinney over on his channel. That's it. I mean, those are all the free resources out there. I still think I'm the shit because I don't waste time. I don't talk for a long time. I don't have long videos. They're not short. Some are long, but most of them are shorter. I get to the point. I try to keep you awake. And sometimes I freaking curse because I can't help it. Y'all have a good time. Let's get into the live. Let's go because you don't want to see my shit anymore. Hey, welcome. Sorry about that, but I like to get all the good stuff out of the way so we don't have to waste any time. If you're taking the test in the next few days, that is the place to go. That's where you need to go, okay? That's what the deal is, okay? I'm also trying this on a, what do you call it? On another platform. So I'm trying to see if it works or not, but we'll see. Okay. Now, hope everyone's doing well. I don't even know if you can hear me or not on the other thing, but here you should be able to hear me. Welcome on. Happy. I do see a couple of people that didn't make it. Zemeni, how are you? Okay. I'm trying to die. That sounds so bad. Anyone on the podcast is going to be very upset. Okay, so now let's start in the beginning. Juan's gang, how are you? Do we have any news from you that you want to talk about? Elise, how are you? Diego, it's all right. Okay, thank you very much, honey. I appreciate it. I'm also trying it on the podcast to see if that works too. I have no idea if that works or not. I have no idea. Well, let me end it. Let's see. Natalie, how are you? Okay. Still says I'm still speaking. Okay. And that's what we wanted to hear from Wanamaker. Which do we want to hear? We're going to go to the big one. Boom. There you go. We got that. I love it. That's awesome. Okay. Don't worry about this. We're going to get through it. Now, anyone who missed, okay? Sahid, you look to be probably good scores, okay? Those are pretty solid scores for you, I think, okay? I like those. Okay, so let me see something. Let me try something. Let's see. You should be dancing in your chair. You earned this, baby. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happens. I'll put it over here so people can grab. And the mic is on, I think. And we'll get going. I'm going to shut this one down. Oh, no, I don't. I'm going to leave the bedroom. Okay. Okay. Now, let me try see what happens. See if it shuts my down the other one. Yeah, there we go. My live is finished. Okay. That's right. Nobody listened. It was just me participating. I will try again on Thursday. Okay. Yeah, Sahid, you're in a good place. Okay. And Mike, I saw your scores. I saw your scores. They're looking pretty good. Okay. So let me get into this. Okay, Diego, that's okay. You know what? As long as you have another chance, we're in good place, right? As long as you have another chance to do this, you're going to be in a good place. Yeah, Jojo, I have that video. That's pretty much all you have to know. If you know my resistance is futile video, if you know that stuff for the balance sheet, I literally tell people when they reread the book not to worry about that. Just don't even worry about that. Now, Diego, don't sweat this shit. As I tell everyone, it's a 30-day problem as long as you get to take it again. A 30-day problem in a 20-year career, right? So what you should do, take a couple days off if you haven't already. That's always the answer. Take a few days off. Then go back to reading the book. Just read the book, whatever book you have, whether it's Kaplan or SDC. Unless it's AD Bank or Exam FX, then maybe go find another way. Just read the book cover to cover. Don't take any notes. Just read, okay? Then when you're done with that, start taking quizzes. You'll be amazed that how much when you read it the second time, how great it is, okay? When you read it the second time, you're going to be like, wow, you're going to pick up so many things. It's like eerie how bad it is and how much you'll be so annoyed. You'll be like, I knew that, I knew that, I knew that. But here's the thing. Remember, if you miss by a few percent what you did, which is not a lot, you're talking 68, right? Do not just think I want to make up 4%. Don't just think, oh, I know my shit. No, you missed by 38, 32%. You need to think I need to make that up. Okay. So don't think, oh, I'm good. I have the knowledge. Don't think that way. Add to the knowledge. And don't just work on things you're weak on, because this is a classic one. When people miss, they go, when people miss, okay. Oh, Kelly, we're gonna get you through this. Okay. So now, so what happens is, say you're weak at this and you're strong at this. You kind of work on the weak shit, you blow off the strong shit. Then what happens is they flip. You're strong on the weak shit and you're weak on the strong shit. So what happens is it's boom, okay? Babe, Wendy, how are you? Awesome. Okay. Now, I think that's the way you do it. If you miss, and this is for anyone who misses, if you miss by almost, it's worse to miss by a couple of percentage, because then you start going, did I change answers? And don't change fucking answers. You shouldn't change answers unless it's what I call you, punch you in the face wrong. That's really the only way you should be changing answers. Other than that, stick with it. Okay. Now, I think we're good with this. So now we have, I think Rachel missed, you missed, Elise missed again. So yeah, okay. They're making you take the 63. Okay, that's fine. We'll talk. So again, Diego, don't worry about it too much, okay? It's a short-term problem. And here's the thing I tell everyone. It's a weird thing. It's like a fraternity. Once you're out, you're out. But once you're in, okay? Once you pass, everyone's happy that you're in. They forget that it happened. I had a girl, and she's a rock star, okay? She failed the 7 twice, then passed, and we started working together. She passed it the third time, like the day after Christmas. And I'm telling you, she has never looked back. I mean, she's like eclipsing what all the other analysts in her group. She's probably 32, maybe 33, and she's about to be an MD. I mean, she's on MD track. Okay, so really soon. So it didn't slow her down at all. Okay. Remember that nobody cares once you pass. Nobody cares. Okay. Failed the 6 Monday. Okay, so now, okay, so how long do you have to take the 63? I hope more than like 4 or 5 days. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. The 63 is not harder than the 6. It's just different. But at least you gotta read the book. Okay. I know that you will again, but make sure that you're not just blowing through it. Read it and try to understand it. Don't take a lot of notes. Just treat it right to understand it. I have a whole 63 playlist. I just put out a yeah, damn right it is, Lisa. I just put out a what is a broker dealer video. That's for the 63 and the 65, 66. And guys, remember something. If you see something that's for the 63, that is also for the 65, 66. It is. But see, I don't want to put out the same video with different titles, okay? Because I think that would be a bad thing, okay? It'll be disingenuous and it would just hurt. So I just do anything I put out for the 63 is also for the 65 and 66, okay? I think that works. Don't worry, Pat, we got you. Are you in the Facebook group, Elise? Are you in the Facebook group where everyone's in there? There's a 63 group, super supportive. I think they meet. Sometimes they meet for Zoom groups and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Brett, this is a bad week. Nick, happy holidays. Rachel, unfortunately, yes. But like I said, we'll be done right around Christmas. All right. That we're gonna get you on this one. Okay. Again, read the book. If you miss, read the book. By the way, Elise, once you get back done through the book, you got to take questions. A lot of them. You got this 63 is the only one where I'm like, it's all about the test. Because you got your timing down. It's a lot of it's about the timing, and you may run low on time. So I would really focus on getting your timing down. Get yourself at where you're taking it in an hour or so. Okay. You want to get to the point where you're taking it every hour. Okay. That you're taking it not every hour, 24 tests a day. You want to take it where your time is around 50 minutes to an hour, not faster than that, but not longer than that. So you want to time it in around there. If you do that, then you should be on the test. Okay. Yes, Kelly, there absolutely is. If you go in the Facebook group, it's called FINRA Exam Prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring. There's 2. There's the SIE group, and then I think the newbies overwhelmed group is more about the beginnings. Okay, so go on there. They're super helpful. There's always people starting study groups on there for the SIE. I promise it'll help. Okay, yeah, I'm telling you right. Mike LaRosa, or Bendover, or Eric Shun. Okay, all the names, or Brandon Rith. I told him. I sent him the picture. He thought it was funny. He was like, fuck this. I hate these. I hate these. I hate these. Now he's getting 90s on Kaplan quizzes, which is just nuts. Okay. Um, you got to get through the book first. Theo 88, you got to get through the book one time. Get through it first, then you can start working on that. Okay. Sam, stay on here. I want you to make sure that you get through the book before you do anything, and then get yourself for about 7 days, okay? Where you have about 7 days to take the test. That's my big thing, okay? You want to do I just let you guys in. You want to read the book because at 53 you got your ass kicked, right? Which is fine and it's honest, right? So you want to make sure you read the book and understand this stuff. Depending what book you have, I have a whole playlist called the SIE. It's funny that people don't check the playlist stuff, and it's probably my fault because I'm just a fucking hot mess, right? Or fat mess, old mess, whatever you want to call it. I have a playlist for almost every test, right? I have a 6 playlist, an SIE playlist. Those are the ones you should watch and start from the beginning and work your way down. Those will help you immensely. And then I have for the 7 and the 60 and the SIE, I have a crash course playlist, okay? And I think I have it of a 66 too. Right. And those crash course things are all last minute things you will start watching the week of, not the day of. It's too late. The day before, like the week of, you start watching this video. There's suitability. There's stuff that high target shit. Okay. Oh, Sam, I fucking love it. Nailing the 66. That is such a great thing. I am so happy for you.
I just want to celebrate. Yeah, yeah. I just want to celebrate. I just want to celebrate.
Sucking it up. You got to deal with it, Sam. Boom. Okay. Okay. Now, I can't move that playlist. So I'll see if I can, but they have the playlist set up the way it is. I'll see if I can move it over. But if you scroll down a little bit, I have some of my playlists there. Sam, I am so happy for you. You're done, right? I'm glad my quick and dirty helped. I do think they're helpful. That's awesome. It's a big deal to pass the goddamn 66. Okay. Read the book. Wanamaker, read the book. Okay. First, get through the book cover to cover. Then you come to my classes after you get through the book. So Alexa, my classes are on Friday nights. Now this weekend it's gonna be Sunday. I have a choice. I gotta pick up my daughter. Thank you. I thank you. I appreciate that my playlist helps. But people don't always see them. I got like when I tutor people, I don't bring up the channel that much. I don't push it. They go, "Oh, I saw a video to yours." I'm like, "You have playlists?" Yeah, I do. Okay. But read the book. So by the way, I think it's a 66. Out of all the ones you're taking, it's a 66 or the 24. If you're going heavier, that's what Michael's doing after he passes the 7 and the 63. Okay. Yeah, Brett will get to you on this. Okay, so now, Sam, I'm so happy for you. You should be done. Go get drunk and enjoy this shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, Morgan, I appreciate it. Now, did you just pass or are you taking the SEMA now? Because even if you passed a while ago, I think you deserve a little bit. Okay. I know it was a while ago, but look, here's the thing. I think it'll help. Every time you can put something after your name, it helps. Okay. Maybe get the CFP. Okay. Maybe get the CFP. That may help too. I don't know if there's always a good one. Okay. Let me back to this. And congrats again, Morgan, even delayed. Okay. Okay, GB, you're in good shape. Okay. You failed it in 66. Yeah. It's funny how the 66 is such a mind fuck. Okay. So some people get the easy ass test where it's just definitions, and other people. I'll say this again. Sometimes you get the easy one, and sometimes get the FU test. Like literally we don't want you to pass test. Okay. It happens. And when I meet with them, I have meetings like twice a year with them, and like somewhat personal, like maybe 4 or 5 people in the room. And I tell them, and they deny that the tests are that wide. And I go, why don't you take them yourself? Because I have people who took it twice. I have one guy. He got a 71 the first time. The second time he got a 48, and then he passed it the third time. It's just like, what the hell are you doing? Okay. There's no way that the same guy had that much left. Okay. Okay. Yep. Lisa, we're going to get you on the right track. Marching orders. So your tips are read the book again. Okay. And if you're hitting 70s, I guess you've read the book already. I hope you did. If you haven't, take it, just read the book. Okay. Yeah, okay, so really close. But remember, GB, you can't act like that. You have to think you missed by 29, okay? Don't think like, oh, I missed by 1 or 2 or 3. 2. You have to think I missed by 29 points. Because even though you think, oh, I know your stuff, you still missed 29% of the test. So you got to go into it and go and think, okay, where was I screwed up? Stuff like that. And anything that you're not sure about, reread. But remember, your job, okay? Yeah, Jordan, 100%. Um, I'm telling you that it's you gotta cover everything. Don't just do one because then that'll go up and the other one will drop. I swear to God, it just happens all the time. Okay. It's gonna all be the same time. Six, 7, and 8. I just have to pick my daughter up from the train from the plane. I haven't seen her since probably the summer, so she takes precedence. So it's gonna be. I'll load it out there, the link and everything, but it's gonna be Sunday, 6, 7, and 8. I hope you can make it. I know it sucks because Sunday sometimes it's religious and all that, but there's nothing I can do, and Sunday's worse. Okay, now, good. I'm glad. Okay, but you're gonna be back on it, right? So you take the 63, like I said, read as much as possible. Okay, Saeed, boom. Okay? Don't listen. Really, you can try them, but make sure you're. Listen, the practice exam is like I don't know how to explain it. It's so fucking hard. It's confusing, right? Like maybe I'll get a mid 80 on it, maybe low 80s, whatever it is. But on the test, literally on the test, I get 99s when they used to score it. So that's the practice exam and the mastery are a little brutal. So if you're worried about it, maybe make sure you have a good week before. Don't do the practice exam right before the test. I mean, because really, you want to get your ass kicked and then go in there without confidence? No. You want a week. You want a full week to recover. So if you're taking the test more than 7 days out, take the practice or mastery. If you're not, let them fucking go. You don't need them. You're scoring in 88, 90s. As long as it's not memorizing, you're in good shape. Okay. I would be dancing in your chair too, Wanamaker. Okay. Okay. I'm catching up. I have that Resistance is Futile video. I think it's in my 7 playlist and my 66 playlist. Go check it out. It'll teach you what you need to know. Look, I'm a simple man, right? I'm a simple jerk. I try to do stuff as simple as possible. I really try not to go too deep into shit. Some people do. I don't. The Kaplan videos are definitely too deep. Okay. SEC sometimes. I'm very surface level because I think that's the best way to pass this shit. Don't memorize every little thing. Don't worry about the math. Just go in there, try to understand what they are. Like, look, think about balance sheet. Balance sheet is our assets and liabilities, and we have to balance it out. That's assets and liabilities. The income statement is cash flow. It's like money going in and out, okay? So you have to know the difference between the two. You have to know that a high PE ratio is for growth companies. A low PE ratio is for value companies. The current ratio is current assets over current liabilities. The working capital is current assets minus current liabilities. That's all on the video, okay? Those are all little things. The quick ratio is literally the current assets minus inventory. Now, why do we take inventory out? Think about this. So, Jojo, so right now it's fall/winter. Are you going to be buying fall clothes or winter clothes? No, you're probably looking at spring clothes. That's what's out there. So they take inventory out because it's listed as an asset. So if there's like a $200 spring dress out, or spring maybe, but if there's a $200 summer dress out there and it's listed as $200 on the balance sheet, well, it's not $200 because you're not paying full price for it. So it doesn't count. So that's why they take the inventory out to make it a more strict version of liquidity, right? So just keep in mind, there's always a story behind this shit. Like debt service ratio. You don't have to do the math. Just know that it's for revenue bonds, okay? Debt coverage service, right? Debt service coverage ratio is is for revenue bonds. Because geo bonds, they just have to make sure they have enough taxes, right? Well, revenue bonds kind of have to make sure that before they issue another bond, they have enough money coming in to cover the debt service. Okay. Kind of like if you're going to buy a new car, you do the thing, my salary, my income, and the payments of this, can I afford it? That's kind of where we are. Okay. Only one shot. Give me one shot. Okay, now. I can't think of the words. Not going to miss my shot. That's it. Okay. Little Hamilton. Okay. Only one shot. Danny makes fun of me for that. Okay. Why would you quit? Okay, hold on. We'll talk Jose. Jose. Is it really Josaey and you just want to be funny? Okay. Okay. So you must pass the first time. Hope you're reading. Hope you have all day to study. If you have to pass on the first time, you know what you do? You take, if you don't have if you get to study all day, you're good to go. If you don't, if you have to work during the day, you need to take off the last 5 days. Because think about it. If you pass, you keep your job. If you fail, you lose your job, right? So this is the thing, okay? So all in, right? So if you're not off the week before, take the fucking week off. Because if you do everything right and fail, you're out. If you do everything wrong and pass, you're in. So you can always apologize after. Okay, just call them up and say, "Listen, I'm SIE sick." Okay, damn right, it's going to be you, Lisa. I'm telling you right now, I found that sometimes the third one seems to be easier than the rest. Okay, Brett, sucks, right? 68, but again, like I told before, don't act like you missed by 4. Think you missed by 32. Get back to the book. It sucks. It's a 30-day problem in a 20-day career. You got another chance. You're going to be done right by New Year's, right? Last Wednesday. Oh, you might be done before New Year's if you do it right. But who wants to ruin Christmas, right? So do your thing. Just spend it. So if you took a couple of days off, then start reading and just get through the book. Give yourself 2 weeks to take tests, but focus on the reading. Get some knowledge in, get some videos in, shit like that. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, there's a couple places. I hate annuities too, but you got to, as long as you, but do you not want to be in the business? There's a million places to work. You go to Edward Jones, go to Charles Schwab. Okay. That's all that matters, honey. Right. Exactly. Okay. Yes. So Kelly, if you go into Facebook, which sounds like you are, find that you should be in there now. Go find the SIE study group. It's a chat room, and you start, and they're always doing study groups. So here's the thing. My Series 7 group, you can come in for the SIE, but it's a little much. Although you'll probably be ready for it. The 7 group isn't so bad. It'll help you for the SIE. It really will. Just because we don't really do options in that one, we do options in the 8 o'clock class. So the membership group works, but do the free shit first. Go on Facebook. It sounds like you're on there. Go into the SIE chat. There's like I know at least 5 people looking for study groups. And I remember I offer the free study. I have on my Zoom, I have it listed in my website. The Zoom rooms are all free. I have one for the 65, 66. I have one for the 7. I have one for I think I have one for the 6 and one for the SIE. Just go on there. They're free. They're 24/7. Okay. I know, Michael. We're moving up. I saw that 90. You're gonna see amazing. Once you became decisive and said, "I want to take it on the 16th," you fucking started rocking it. Something changed in you, my man. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could move the playlist over. I don't think I can. I'll give it a shot. Okay, again, the times, and I know I didn't answer this or I did before. The times for the membership classes are Friday nights. It's 6 p.m. for the 65, 66, and 63. It's 7 for the Series 7 and 8 for the options, okay? And I send out the link in the membership tab around 3:30 in the afternoon. Okay. Jamil, I love it. You have the 24 already, right? So this as long as you can do pretty options, you're gonna be set. Okay. I'm telling you, yeah, I know. That's funny. I know. Because Natalie in the chat said fee rooms. And I said, hey, that's a good idea. I should start charging a fee. But no, I'm not going to do that. My original idea before COVID, I had a place where I was renting, and I was going to set up a practice room where people can come in and just practice when people met in live. Okay. Boom. Did you just pass? Did she get to take it? Did Danielle get to take it? Michael? Okay. Dion, ask away. If you have an SIE, the way this goes is I haven't answered a single question about anything yet. It's been 30 minutes and I haven't answered a single question on product yet, right? So maybe the balance sheet stuff. Dion, if you got a question, bring it up, baby. Bring it up. This goes wherever it goes. I put Series 7, but it's all FINRA and NASAA exams. Anything on the SIE. Boom. Any tips? So here's my tip for you. Let me get to you first. Hold on. So again, it's Fridays at 6, 7, and 8, but it's this Sunday instead of Friday because I picked my daughter up. You're going to read the book. I know that. Okay. Yes, I just did a video on that. Luckily for you, I just did a video on that, but I'll do it. Okay. I do not, but I think ExamFX is pretty good at that. I don't. But there are some videos out there. If you look up life insurance exams on YouTube, there's one big group. I forget the name of it. They got hundreds of thousands of views. Okay. Yeah, that's enough. No, that's enough. I mean, but you got to find a way to read. Guys, here's the other thing. If you guys are looking for a supplement, you want to do something to help you, go to Achievable. I have a link in my usually in the descriptions by tomorrow. On any of my videos, I have a link for it. You can go in there. I think there's a discount code in there too. Um, they're awesome. And if you don't want to use that, go to achievable.me. Check them out. They're fucking awesome. They go a free trial. So everyone on here, if you haven't done already, go to achievable.me. It's a free link. It's a link. You got a free trial. They give you like a day to look at it. If you like it, buy it. If you don't, don't. Don't even use my fucking affiliate link. I don't care. I like them so much. And they have great customer service. Literally, I think Michael or somebody emailed them. And within 2 minutes, 5 minutes, they answer. It's fucking insane. Okay. So they're good. And if you want to add knowledge, that's it. So Brett, yeah, they're going to make you do a lot of questions because your firm is backwards thinking. They're thinking it's 1990s again. Okay. This is not your father's Series 7 exam. And that's the way it goes. So don't, the questions are fine, but you got to put reading in. So 2,400, I think, is about half their questions. So if you get 50% in, you're fine. But I would still pepper in as much reading as you can. So if you're studying for 5 hours, three of them should be reading. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Mike, you text them and they're fast, man. Okay. And actually, they have in every question, they have a little email. If you question it, it goes right to them. They also let everything's shareable. So it's great that you can it's very cool that if you're doing a Zoom group, you can go on their thing, grab one of their questions. This is the very coolest part. You can link it, grab the link and put it in the group. And then everyone gets their own link, their kind of link, and they can answer the question themselves. And then we compare. Very, very cool. Okay. 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 Oh, yeah. Hold on. I think. Let's see. Let's see if I have something like that. Hold on. It's not this one. Hold on. I think I got something, a question like that. Hold on. No, not that one. Let's see. Maybe I'll do it this way. I think I have it here. Let's see if I can find one. Okay. Okay. So let's see, honey. A good thing my wife's at home. Here, let me say honey. She's not going to be happy with me. Okay, hold on. Did it look like that? So, honey, did it look like that? Question. I agree. Sometimes they are, at least. Sometimes you get the hard one. Okay. Yeah. They are awesome. Okay. Right. It's amazing, right? Okay. Now, let's go through this a little bit. I don't know the answer, but let's figure it out. Okay. Yeah, it's 100% rate, so it's its own thing. Okay, so let's make sure we go through this. Okay. Okay. So here's my thing. Interest rates are going down and stock market. So the convertibles are out. Okay. Interest rates are going down and the stock market's going down. So, but here's the thing. If the interest rates are going down, what's going to happen to bond prices? Bond prices go up. But which bonds go up the most? Long and low, right? So long-term bonds move the most, low coupon. So I got to think that it's going to be the pre-refund. So here's the thing, though. So the pre-refunded bonds selling at a discount, right? So they all suck, okay? But the pre-refunded ones are getting paid no matter what, okay? So if you get pre-refunded, that means it's gonna be called at one point, and you're gonna get your money back. I still think it's gonna be D. Who the hell knows? But this is a question a lot of people get, and I gotta think that it's not going to be A or B because the market's going down. You're going to lose your money, right? But if it's pre-refunded at a premium, they're going to buy it back at probably lower than your then where you're going to get it, because eventually they're going to call it. So I would think that discount, because you're buying it below par, and you're going to get, if they pre-refund it, you're going to get your money. So I got to think it's pre-refunded, selling at a discount. I would go with that every time, because again, they pre-refund it, which means it's going to be called once it can be called, and you'd rather have a discount be called than a premium get called. Because if it's a premium, you're earning less. So I'm going to say pre-refunded bond selling at a discount. Amazing how I came up with that question. Okay, so hope that helps. If you guys disagree, let me know. I'm wrong sometimes. Okay. There you go. Yep. So I'm gonna head Lisa. I'm gonna head you on that way. Okay. I'm gonna absolutely head you going the right way. Just keep reading, and then we're gonna meet Thursday, and we're gonna hammer through this. I promise. Okay. So have a good memory. Yeah. So GB, we know what we're doing, right? Covering everything. No one. You're not doing everything. And absolutely, Jordan got the FU test too. Okay. And yes, it's not Friday, it's Sunday, just this Sunday. Imagine if I did it Sunday Christmas, I'd be divorced. Okay. Okay. So let me get to this, Jose. If you quit already, okay. We didn't quit yet. You're about to quit. I would not quit until you have another job. But look, if you're not getting a salary, then fucking quit. But if you're getting a salary, it's much easier to get a job when you have one. Okay. It's much easier to get a job when you have one. So I'm not saying if you gave your notice already, there's nothing you can do and just deal with it. But I'm telling you, it's easier to get a job when you have one. And go take a look at Edward Jones. I think Schwab might be still hiring, maybe Fidelity, maybe. Fidelity a lot less than they were, but they're always hiring. Vanguard's probably hiring. There's a lot of places that don't just sell. Sean, how are you? But that's illegal. But that's okay. He has 5 years. Remember something. Now that we have this shit, the great part is good. There's a thing called the MQP. So if you don't have a job for 2 years, normally the licenses go. Now they extend it for 5 years. If you do the if you sign up for the MQP program before the 2 years are up, that's for the FINRA licenses. And the EVEP, I think it's extended variable, whatever it is. The EVEP, which is the state ones, I think all 3 tests are good now. That does the same thing. So you can hold your licenses as long as you pay the fee, which is like $100. I mean, they do the continuing yet every year. You can extend it for 5 years. So, like mine I shut my broker dealer down right about now. Okay, I'll definitely do that. Okay, I will definitely do Diego. I'll definitely do that. I have to do discretion too, right? So, bottom line, I would keep the job if you can until you can find something else. But take a look. Go to Edward Jones. There's a million Edward Jones people here. I talk to them once a week. If you need an introduction, let me know. Okay. And I think Schwab, I don't know if Schwab is still hiring, but Schwab is down there. They let go a lot of people because of the merger, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Now. Okay. Okay. Now. Yeah, see, I'm telling you right now, you can always apologize later. Okay. Always apologize later. Okay. Okay, Dion, we'll work on that. Okay. So let me work on a couple of things here. Now. Okay, Jamil, you mentioned, yeah, Danny, who knows when she's taking it because she keeps having problems, but I hope she did too. There you go, Lisa. Look, so, Jose, look at Edward Jones. I'm telling you right now, if you want a job, they will support you. They pay you for a year or whatever. You have the licenses, you're even better off. They will pay you and train you. I think they train you, and they put you in a group. I know, I swear to God, I really didn't like Edward Jones years ago, but everyone I talk to fucking loves it. I don't know, and they pay. I should go there. Do they need a trainer? I don't know. Okay. Andrew, I fucking love it. Hope you're still here. I'm only 10 minutes behind that. That's awesome. Because let me say one thing. I say this to everyone. Yes, my videos help. My videos help a little bit. You pass because of you, not me. You pass because of yourself, not because of me. I helped you a little bit, but if you didn't do the work, you weren't going to pass, especially the 66. That's not one of those where you can just memorize and watch my videos. You have to know your shit. Okay. 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 Thank you. I saw that message. Thank you. Dion, I'm going to start working on some of your shit. So now. Okay. Neon Dion. Okay. So let me do discretionary first. Okay. So discretionary is this. So for discretion, I'm not just do the broker dealer side because they did a video and everything, right? Okay, so discretion is power of attorney. There's two types. There's limited and full, right? So limited power of attorney, limited discretion means you can do any suitable trade. That means you can do a trade without getting permission ahead of time from the customer. It doesn't have to come. Unlike most things where you have to do solicited, unsolicited is where the customer calls you. Solicited is where you call the customer and say, "Hey, this is mostly for the SA and the 7 and the 6, but I guess it works for all of them and the 4." So discretion is I sign a power of attorney. It has to be in writing. You have to get it in writing. Verbal doesn't work. Okay. There is a limited time and price discretion, which is verbal, but we'll get there. So now get it in writing. It can be a wet signature or it can be email. They've kind of relaxed on that. It used to be just a wet signature. Now, if you do this, you have the ability to either do, if it's limited power of attorney, you can do any suitable trade without getting permission ahead of time. If you have full power of attorney, you can do any suitable trade without getting permission ahead of time. But you can also move the money. Okay, you can move the money around. You can pay their bills for them and shit like that. Okay, now that's full discretion versus limited discretion power of attorney. Again, you need it in writing. If you now, if the person dies, it ends. If the person gets incapacitated, it ends. This durable will go through incapacitation and coma, but still ends at death. Now, what justifies discretion? So if I call you up and say, "Hey, buy 1,000 shares of IBM," and I hang up on you, you can do the trade. I said the buy or sell. I did the action. I told you how much, and I told you the price. So if I say buy 1,000 shares of IBM and hang up, you can do the trade. I can go up and say buy 1,000 shares at IBM, not held, which is not the same. Not held just means that I'm letting you choose the price on today, not tomorrow, today. So if you think you should buy it now, buy it now. If you think you should wait a couple hours, wait a couple hours. Okay. So not held is not the same as discretion. They call it time and price discretion, but it's not really discretion. You don't need it in writing. So again, power of attorney, limited, all the discretion where you can choose anything more than time and price. So Jamil, if you only pick time, when, and the price, you don't need discretion. You don't need power of attorney, any of that shit. Okay. If you choose more than that, you do. Okay. I hope that helps a little bit. Again, so if I call you up and say, "Hey, buy a tech stock, buy $50,000 worth of a tech stock," but I don't name the tech stock, you need discretion, you need power of attorney. The other thing is what you're going to get. I call you up and I say, "Hey, listen, I'm going on vacation for a week. Watch my account for me." And stupidly, you say yes because you forget to get discretion. All of a sudden, shit starts to hit the fan. Okay. Then what happens? You have to sell this shit. You can't do it because you don't have discretion. You call my wife, you call my lawyer, you call everyone, and you can't get in touch with me, so you can't do shit. You let me go to the poorhouse. So again, if you don't have discretion, or my wife or husband or whatever it is not on the account as an authorized speaker, I guess, you can't do anything until I talk to you. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different language, but if you also might have got a hard one. Some people think it's easier, some people think it's harder. Okay. Yeah, in no way, shape, or form is a 66 easier. Now, look, you may get the easy test and just be like, "Oh my God, how could people complain?" That's the thing I hate about this, because you get somebody who comes on and goes, "Wow, it's such an easy test." And you have somebody who's ahead of them, they go, "Oh my God, I just got my ass kicked for 3 hours." So it's such a range in test. So just study for everything so you be ready. Okay. Now, and don't worry, Chandra, I'll get to your stuff before I head out. Now, okay. Okay. So that's okay. So here we go. So let me try to find a question. Hold on. Let me go back to this. No, not yet. No, let me find it first. I'm not giving my shit away. Here we go. Okay. Okay. So here's a classic example of a convertible. Everyone take a chance. And Dory Chandra, I'll get to life of 5. I promise. Okay. Now, and Dion, I will do that, but I have a couple good videos on that, but we will talk about it before we head out. Now, so a company offers $10 million of 8% 20-year debentures. What is a debenture? Unsecured bond. Each debenture is convertible into common stock at $50 a share. A bond, and this is for the 7, maybe the 6, maybe the SIE, probably not, maybe the 65 and 66, but doubtful. So if anyone's taking the 63, you can go have go smoke some weed or something. Hey Ivy, how are you? So now, a bondholder needs to liquidate 10 convertible debentures. The market sale of the bonds is 102. The market price it should be, and the market value of the common is 53. Which of the following actions should the bondholder take? So let's start with the first thing. First step is always par divided by the convertible price, the into price. Okay, so we're going to do par of 100 or 1,000, I guess we'll say, divided by 50. That gives us 20. We should be good with that. Everyone on here should be able to do that. Okay, so par divided by the convertible, 1,000 divided by 20. That's divided by 50. That's 20. So that means we get. Remember, so that's the ratio. That's literally how many shares of stock we get if we convert. So in this case, we're getting 20 shares of common. Now the thing is, what the fuck is a common worth? The common is worth 53 bucks. So if you have 20 shares of a $53 stock, how much is that worth to you, right? So if I convert, I can get 20 shares of a $53 stock. It's gonna be worth something. So 20 times 53 is 106. So that's my parity, right? That's if I convert, I will get 1,060. Now, so now I'm looking. So the bond is trading at 102. Hold on, let me change the word. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. The market price is 102. So if I sell the bond, I get 1,020 or 102, right? If I convert, I get 106, which is fucking higher. Brett, which is higher? Which is the better choice? And let's say it's callable at 104. Which is the better choice? Would I rather convert and get 106? Would I rather sell it at 102? Or I'm saying I'm adding in here callable at 104 or get 104. Every time I want the higher number. So I would convert the bond and sell it in the open market. Boom. Okay. Oh, Chandra, thank you. So I'm glad to help. I also have it on the playlist, but that's good. I tried to do the live. It didn't work. I'm going to try it again for Thursday, maybe. Okay. So again, the answer is convert the bond and sell the common. Does that make sense, Brett? What I did I talk too fast? I hope I didn't. But again, par divided by the convertible price, that's the ratio. That's how many shares you get. You take that and multiply it times the common stock to get the parity. Now, God forbid they don't give you the common stock. Then you just take the bond price and divide it by the 20. And that gives you that parity. And then you compare whatever number is higher. That's what you go with. Okay, good. Okay. It may or may not, Jamil, but that bonus thing, but it may or may not. I don't know. A lot of people got it, which then means it probably is a bonus. Okay. Okay. So I have a video on it. I have a mutual funds 101 thing, the podcast. She said it's under Blue Collar Finance on my podcast. Okay. I'm coming up to fucking 500,000 downloads. It's fucking neat. It's fucking crazy. Okay. So now, it's crazy. Okay. Now, mutual funds. Remember, so mutual funds are what? They're a shell company. Okay. So basically what happens is, so what happens is all investment companies are a shell. Okay. So this is a shell. This thing's worth 20 bucks, nothing. But what if I filled it with gold and shit? Okay. So now the value of the gold, whatever is in here is going to be worth what the gold is. The cup doesn't work shit, right? So whatever's in here is going to drive the price. So if I have stocks in here and they go up, the price is going to go up. If they go down, it's going to go down. So you're buying as a whole. Okay. You're buying as a part of everyone else. Okay. So now when you buy into this, what they're going to do is they're going to, oh, you want more? We're going to issue more shares and give you some, then put the money in. So when you buy shares in this, it doesn't make it bigger or smaller because they're making this way. It makes the fund bigger when you buy and smaller when you sell, but the shares change and the numbers change. So the NAV actually doesn't change at all when you buy or sell into a fund. But remember, so when you buy in, there's 3 ways in, really. There's 3 doors into the same fund. So if you buy into my Cap Advantage Large Cap Wonderful Fund, hold on. You get Madonna. Some time to celebrate. Come on. Go, Hunter. Way to fucking go, Hunter. It's a big goddamn deal to pass that goddamn 66. It really is. Okay. So Diego, I hope that helped. So it's 2 people did it, right? So Diego, I hope you're on here too, and that helped. Okay. So I think I did it for both Brett and I had 2 for 1, baby. It's a 2 for baby. Okay. Now. Yeah, Natalie, they're fucking awesome. Okay, hold on. Now. Back to you. Where were we? Okay. I don't know where Dion's. Okay. So now there's 3 classes. Okay. So there's class A, which is a front end load. That means they pay when you go in, and that's a max of 8.5%. Sometimes, depending on what you offer, it's going to be lower, but not on your exam. That's the only one. Hunter, any surprises on it? That's what I should ask. Any surprises on the test? If you buy Class A shares, they have breakpoints. Breakpoints are volume discounts. The more you put in, the less you have to pay. So if you have a lot of money, I would say Class A is for long-term, a lot of money. Because if you're long-term, because there's not a lot of fees going on, the 12B1 annual fee is low, but you pay a big thing up front. But the more money you put in, the lower it gets. It's a lower sales charge, okay? So the sales charge goes down the more you put in. That's called breakpoints. That's Class A. It's the only one that has breakpoints. Class B is when you leave. You pay when you leave. So you go in, you pay nothing, and when you leave, you pay the sales charge, and it lowers every year you stay. So say it starts at 6. After 1 year, it's 4. After 2 years, it's 3. After 3 years, it's 2. And then after like 4 or 5 years, it's 1 and then nothing. So the longer you stay, the better it is, but it doesn't have breakpoints. So the money doesn't matter. So if you have a lot of money, Class A still might be the best choice, unless you don't hit a breakpoint. Then you just do B, because you're going to pay when you pay no sales charge at all until you leave. It can't be called a no load because you are paying. Now, Class C, you can't call it a no load, but a Class C has no sales charge, but you're paying like a fucking 12B1 fee. They call that a level load. You're paying like 1% every year. Okay. So it's good for short term. If you're in there for a year or two, that's perfect. Pay 1%, 2% out. 1%, 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, gone. Okay. So now, was it 1 potato, 2 potato, right? So now, I just went off on a track. I started seeing myself playing this, or whatever. So now, can you picture me doing this as a little fucking kid who had hair? Now, Class C, you pay when you pay, you never pay, but you pay a level load every year. So that's kind of like their version of it. It's good for short term. I try to equate the mutual fund classes. Like I want to start a club called the mutual fund bar. Okay, so here's what happens. You have 3 ways to get in. Okay, I don't know how to enforce it, but whatever. So the first way, Class A, you pay a big cover charge when you go in. But if you bring a lot of people with you, we reduce it. And when you go in there, the drinks are really cheap. So if you're going there for a long time, you pay up front, then you pay little drinks. That's Class A. Class B, you don't pay till you leave. Okay, and what you do is the drinks are a little more expensive. Instead of being $2, they're like $5 or $6 a drink. And if you stay after you're like every hour that you stay when you leave, we charge you less. Okay, maybe we cut a tab so we check it off. Now, that's B shares. That if you stay for more than 5 hours, you bought enough drinks, we're not going to charge you to leave. So you can go. Class C, I call the Tinder level. You pay no sales charge, no cover to get in, but the drinks are like $20 a pop. I think that'd be a great bar. It'd be fun to do. Okay. I know they have a Wall Street bar up in the Upper East Side. They used to have it, and then they have one in like Norway or something. It's very cool. We almost opened one up where the price of the drinks change all day long, like based on we have these weights, or they use an algorithm because it's better. But at the time there was these weights and there's scales, and as the keg got lighter, more people drink it, the price would go up. And then the ones that wouldn't drink would stay lower, or they get lower. And then you can buy options, lock prices in, and shit like that. Very cool. Okay. I know went on a lot, but that's the beginning of it. My video on it's much longer and better. Okay. I agree. I'm telling you, achievable. They are super responsive. I feel bad because I have a link, but I'm telling people don't use my goddamn link. I'd like you to use it. You don't have to. I love them so much. I think they teach this shit better than anyone else. I would just fucking use them. Just go to achievable.me, even if you don't want to use my link. Screw you if you don't want to use it, but whatever. Yeah, Rachel, I agree. I don't think it is. Okay. So Diego, I hope I helped with that. I hope you're still on here. Okay. We got that. So there you go. So Jose, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe that's what you want to do here. Okay. Maybe you want to get on there and do that. Okay. Did my phone die? My phone died. That's crazy. Okay. Now, Chandra, see, I'm still here. Hope you're still here. Chandra. Now, and Jordan, I'll be done in 5 minutes. I'm meeting Jordan after this. I'll send you the Zoom link soon. Okay. LifePhone, FIFO. So here's the deal. So FIFO means you're taking the money out first in, first out. That's really only for when you're trading the account. And what's the best way to do it? When you're trading the account and you don't mention a method. So let's say you buy stock at 20 and 30 and 40. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, they'll never answer. The STC and Capital will never fucking answer. Achievable, do it in 30 seconds. So now, So when you buy, say you buy stock at 40, then 50, then 60. Okay. And then you sell. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's use the same link. That's fine. You'll see when we jump off here, we'll jump on. We'll use the same link. It's probably easier. Now, FIFO. So let's say I buy stock at 40, 50, and 60. I don't have to write it down because I don't have the Zoom open. 40, 50, and 60. Okay. Now, if I mention a method, if I sell stock at 70, I should choose the shares at 70, so I'm going to pay tax on 10. But if I don't mention a method, IRS automatically chooses FIFO, not the lowest cost basis, the first thing you buy. So that's FIFO. So that's going to be the first thing. So they're going to use 40, which means if I sell at 70, I'm paying taxes on 30 bucks. If I had just selected my shares, I would have chosen 60 and paid tax on 10. Would have been better. That's FIFO. Anytime you don't mention a method, it's FIFO. I think insurance uses FIFO too when you take money out. Now, LIFO means last in, first out. It's pretty much only for non-qualified retirement accounts, which is mostly annuities. Okay. So if you have money you put in after tax and it grows tax deferred, and you start taking the money out, how do they tax it? Well, the IRS does not want to wait for that to tax you. So remember, so if say you put 20 grand in now, oh, that hurt. You put in 20 grand now and it grows to 100. You put in 20 grand, that's your principal. If it goes to 100, you have 80 grand in growth. So if you start taking the money out, they're going to they can tax the growth. They can't tax the 20, okay, that you put in. That's your principal. That's return of capital. So this is only non-qualified. If you see the word qualified, don't fucking fall for this. If they say qualified annuity, then everything's taxable, okay? Everything's taxable if it's qualified. So this LIFO doesn't matter. So now you put money in it, you put 20 in, it goes to 100. When you start taking it out, they do LIFO, which means the growth comes out first because that's the last in. And then so let's say you have 100 grand in there, you put down 20, you're taking out 10 grand a year. Okay. So the first 8 years, it's growth. So that means you're paying taxes on it. The last 2 years where you take out the last 20 that you put in, that's return of principal and not taxable. Kind of shitty. Now, the thing is, on an annuity, if you choose to annuitize, they can't do LIFO, FIFO because they don't know when you're going to die. So each payment is going to be partially taxable. You will not have to do the percentage. Each payment will be a little bit taxable, a little bit not. Well, actually, say in that same scenario, you put in 20, grew to 100. And let's say your payments just work out to be $1,000 a month. Your payment will be $200 return of capital, not taxable. The other $800 is going to be taxable because it's the growth portion. Kind of where we are. Okay. And look at that. I caught up in time. There used to be times where I was 45 minutes behind. It's so great that it's a smaller group now. I mean, I was hitting 70, 80, 90 people sometimes. This hits about 30 on this, and then Facebook has a bunch that don't show up. I love this. Okay, everyone. I am happy to do this. If you have any last minute stuff, Chandra, Tion, any last minute stuff? Okay, I'm glad that helped. Okay, now, Diego, you still here? Did you lose track? I hope that helped. I mean, it only took me 15 minutes to answer it, but I got to it. I hope that helped a little bit. And hope you answered the question. If not, watch this later and do it. Okay, everyone. I think there's a big delay. I don't know why. I actually demonetized. Honey, good night. Thank you. Thank you for coming on here. I actually don't monetize it now because I think if I monetize it, the mid-rolls show up and you don't really need to see a commercial. So, because what happens, it really delays everything. And I put this other shit on here all the time. So it kind of it makes me unmonetize anyway because they do copyright claims, which I know. I know how the system works. Okay. Alicia, thank you very much. I am going to head out soon, and I have to teach Jordan, and then I'm not going to go to bed. I got to build a dresser. Okay, this is my life. So my mother-in-law, we built this house in the back. It's a fucking house. It's a real fucking house. It was nice. The people came to I got shrink wrap for the furniture, so this way you can leave it out in the yard. And he's like, oh, that's a cute house. It's fun stuff. Anyway, babbling. Everyone, I am heading out of here. I'll see you in 47 hours.